What's going on, y'all? We in the building once again, man. Normally I mess around and go do a live regarding, that dating show, which I have enjoyed thus far. But today we're gonna do something a little different, right? We're gonna build on a little something. It was brought to my attention, and also it was motivated from my evaluations. And the title, as you can see, is Put That Woman in Her Place. A lot of these men fail to do just that. A lot of these men want to ha ha he with the women, allow these women to do all kind of things. And I'm here to just build on a few things, because of course this thing can go for hours and hours like Mooney Long. But I'm just here to come build on a few of these points and build on it a little bit. This should take you home. If I need to go ahead and make another part, I will too. I will, which probably in the future I will. But we are here to talk about it. Put that woman in his place, right? So not only, like I said, that I evaluated, but I was observing a couple panels maybe about a day or two ago. And I noticed these women hopping up, just talking all reckless about men, cussing, my nigga this, my nigga that. I'm like, what the hell was going on? I'm like, is these men gonna check these women? No, they was just allowing them to go. They was out there, you understand me, cutting them off. And it was old boy platform too. And she was cutting them off. I'm like, whoa. What's going on here, big fella? Man, it was painful. I had to get off that live. It was painful to watch. That's one thing for sure, man. You men need to get a backbone. And these women, or at least a real woman, respect a man with a backbone. A real woman want a man with a backbone. A real woman want a man to put her in the place. And even these females who profess to be women want a man to put her in her place. But I'm here to give you just a little bit, not the buffet, just a little appetizer, man, at Applebee's. You understand me? And we're going to get straight to it. So as just spoke on, women talking reckless. One thing's for sure, right? When it comes down to cussing, that foul language, check that. Because that's not women-like behavior to be using foul language. All that's, you know what I'm saying? All that, you talking to me like the homie. I'm going to give you an example. So, a little while ago, there was a woman that called me a nigga, that wanted to come get under this game, right? So I'm like, hold on, wait a minute. I said, let's take a step back. You said nigga? You call me my nigga? When have you ever called me my nigga? I said, one, you have never did that. I said, you're not gonna start now. So I'm gonna need you to check that. She corrected it and never ever did it since. See, a lot of men go on ahead and let things slide, want to be passive with the woman. Man, you need to take charge. How you going to be the leader being passive? You need to take charge of the situation. She expecting you to lead her to the promised land, the land of milk and honey, to abundance. And you out here being passive with the woman? That ain't going to go like that. That should never go like that. Take charge. Be dominant. You know, do not allow these women to have foul language, to use profanity. That is unwomanlike. That is not feminine. That is not feminine. I don't care what you say. That's not sexy, feminine, whatever you want to say. That's not cute. You're talking like a man. That's not cute. You talking to me aggressive. That's not cute. Women, man, you need to check that. You know, when a woman be talking aggressive, so what? So when a man talks aggressive to another man, right? We get ready to get down, most likely, right? Talking real red, especially on the streets, right? You liable to bust him in his shit, right? So if you don't take that from a man, then what makes you think that you should take that from a woman? Now, I'm not saying bust her in her shit, but I'm saying check that. You know? See, one thing for sure, when it comes down to this mouthpiece, especially with a woman, oh, man. That's more sharper than a tongue. That's more sharper than a tongue. Dress code. She shouldn't be walking out with the titties all out. With the you feel me? All that should not be out. She need to be dressing conservative. If you want to walk around with your titties all out, you could do that at the crib. But when you go out, let me check y'all something. When she uses foul language, dresses inappropriately, a woman is a representation of you. Your woman is a representation of you, and vice versa. So if she's coming out in the world in an unruly manner, then who does that falls back on? You. You can lose business deals in the future because you don't know how to control your woman. Oh yeah, they look at that. And you can lose that. So I suggest you men to get a hold of that now. Right? To get a hold of that now. Argumentative women, quarrelsome women, check that. Should no woman be argumentative with a man? And if you have an argumentative woman, you check it once, she continues to do that, I think you need to go ahead and let her go. Because I done dealt with a whole bunch of quarrelsome women before. They never lasted. Some lasted maybe more than others. They never lasted. Don't no man want to deal with that. They say a man want peace, right? So how can you be, what does the Bible say? They rather dwell on the rooftop than deal with a quarrelsome woman? Or is it the wilderness? The Bible talks against it. The Quran talks against, the Quran tells you how a woman should conduct herself. Anybody who doesn't participate in spirituality can agree on how a woman should conduct herself. But the Western culture thinks it's acceptable to have an aggressive talking and aggressive acting female who says she's a woman. Unacceptable. Unacceptable. Do not take that. Do not take that at all. And quite frankly, an argumentative woman, she thinks she know better than you. She thinks her way is better. So if that's the case, then go ahead and deal with your way. You don't need to be under my guidance. You don't need to be under my protection and leadership. Go ahead. If you think that way, go ahead and kick her to the curb, yo. Have a no tolerance policy. A woman needs to listen. And that goes into my next topic, right? We're not going to be long today. I know y'all attention spans are short. She needs to embrace being a helpmeet. Embrace as in whatever it is that needs to be done to improve your kingdom, to improve the situation, she needs to do it. She needs to be a selfless woman, right? And we're going to get more into that in a little bit, right? She needs to be a team player. She needs to be able to work in an interdependent situation because she's getting with your program, not hers, your program. She needs to put you first. And if she talking me, no good. No good. No good. You should be good off. Any woman that's selfish, you must kick her to the curb. You must kick her to the curb. Now, I wanted to go ahead and address something, right? In regards to, it was brought to my attention. And it says, so a woman, he said, the woman not only compares him to another man about how he deals with her and how another man deals with her, and she talks about another man, right? So here's where you put her in her place again. One thing's for sure, should no man ever take being compared to another man. That ain't you. He ain't you. So how dare you compare me? And if he was all that, then why the hell you ain't there? Is it you or him? Or is it both of y'all? Now, and I'm gonna tell you a little something. It's only acceptable for her to talk about another man is if you ask that question, and this is at the beginning. If you ain't asked it, if you ain't trying to get more of a feel about who does she type of men that she deal with, how does she conduct herself in past relationships, and yada yada yada. See, that should be found out in the beginning stages. Because after you get all the information, after you collected all that data, unless you choose to bring it up in the future, that should be a no-go. There should be not talking, there should be not lusting for no other man in your presence. Woman, sit over there, you understand me? There was one time a woman sit over there, you understand me, talking about how dude was attractive. I said, hey, you want me to hit him up so I can go ahead and pack your shit so I can send him to you? You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure he would love to have you. She was like, no. I said, all right, then, so don't you ever in your motherfucking life speak about another man, lust for another man in my presence. Don't you ever. You know what I'm saying? Because I ain't no hater. You know what I mean? If you feel like, you know what I'm saying, another man is good for you and you ready to go, hey, pack your and get up out of here and go. I don't hold no prisoners. Only the willing comes up over here. But if you up over here, that means you willing to abide by my rules and regulations. You willing to abide by what it is. You willing to be under my leadership, and you accept everything that come with me and where you're headed and where I'm headed and where we headed. So it's time for you to get on board. You understand me? So I hope that provides clarity for the situation, homie, that you're going to come back and run it back. Another thing, she don't run not a goddamn thing. Let me say that again. She don't run not a goddamn thing. You may, hey, little baby, you know what I'm saying? We ready to do this, man. And you may have her input. You may want her input or whatever the case may be, however y'all get down. But the final decision rests on your shoulders. How it's going to go on your shoulders. This ain't no motherfucking democracy. Now, I'm not saying, you feel me, to be all control. Well, yes, it's still controlling, you know what I'm saying? But be fair. Treat her good. I'm not saying not treat her bad. I'm not saying be fair. I'm not saying be understanding. I'm not saying, you know what I'm saying, I'm not saying none of that, right? So don't get that thinking, oh, man, he just this, that, you ain't giving. Because I always speak about being an asset to a woman, just like a woman should be an asset to a man, right? So I would never sit over there and talk about, you understand me, just do her wrong, treat her like trash. That's not what I'm saying. But at the end of the day, right, there's order. There's an order that need to be done, and you need to follow that order. You know what I'm saying? And any woman that understands how good of a man it is and fails to recognize and wants to call you controlling because you have order in your household, you are a disciplined man. You know what I mean? You have a purpose, and she come out because she got to follow some rules and regulations that you're controlling. Then I'm gonna tell you right now, homie, that ain't gonna work. So you shouldn't even try to waste your time. I promise you, it's not gonna work because she's so stuck in her way. She's so stuck in the modern way of doing things. It ain't even funny. You know what I'm saying? All that trauma, it ain't even funny. So don't even waste your time. Because look, there's certain women that I'll just pass on. I'm like, I don't want to deal with your problems. I don't want to be able to. I don't want to take the time to fix your problems. I'm cool. I'm gonna pass on this one. I'm good. Because every situation, every woman ain't for you. And as y'all continue to experience these women, you're going to understand that. You're going to understand what you want, and you're going to understand what you don't want. Now, there's going to be things that you're going to deal with a woman that you have to, you understand me, and deal with, right? Because every woman is different, right? You know what I'm saying? It's just like an employee and an employer, right? The employer wants the employee to be happy, right? To come to work freely with a smile on their face so they can do the extra work, right? So you got to treat your employees good. Got to keep them wanting, you know what I'm saying, to come and put in that work for you, right? But they don't do that for an employer that's not fair. They don't do that for an employer that don't treat them good, and that shows that they got their best interest in mind, that they show love, right? So look at it in that nature. You understand me? You know what I'm saying? But yeah, but like I said, man, a real woman, she gonna embrace leadership. And if she don't, you'll be wasting your time trying to force it. Now, in the future, we'll be talking about, you know what I'm saying, how to get the most out of every situation. But in this particular situation that we're talking about right now, don't even waste your time. Women, because I know some of my women is listening right now. Hey, fuck your happiness. You like, fuck my happiness? Yeah, fuck your happiness. A woman is selfless, right? Your great-grandmama, your great-great-grandmama, right? She didn't give a fuck about being happy because she was selfless. She understood what the mission was at hand. She understood that it was that she needed to help keep that family structure. She understood that she was a homemaker. She understood that she needed to put the husband and the kids before her. She understood that. She understood that there was going to be times where she, you know what I'm saying, won't be happy. But she understood that she needed a man, and she understood that her place in that situation. So she embraced it and kept pushing. You think your great-great-grandmama was always happy? Yeah, she spoke excellent. She spoke about your great-grandpapa with reverence because he was a good man. He was an excellent leader. You know what I'm saying? He gave her covering. He gave her protection. He gave her guidance. He led the way because she understood that any woman that don't have these instructions is headed toward destruction. So she understood that the life that she had with your great-great-grandpapa was definitely going to be a life worse if she was doing it alone. She understood that that was her place in life, to be the helpmeet. A lot of you women don't understand that, but a lot of you men need to put them in a place and understand that is your place in life, which is to be a helpmeet. Fuck your happiness. Now, I'm not saying not put a smile on Shawty's face. You know, she should be happy with the role that she's in. If she's not happy and embracing the role of a helpmeet then she'll never be happy. Just like that Tia Mowry situation. Bro, talking about I wasn't happy. What you mean? You got a whole ass husband and a whole ass kids. What do you mean? You just wanted to go ahead and be a whore. She know damn well she made the wrong decision, but she let the outside world get to her. And that's another thing that I'm going to speak about in the future, about protecting your woman from the outside world. Because one thing is for sure, the outside world will give her a false, will lie to her. Have her thinking that she's something and she's not that. Have her doing things, have her thinking things, put things in her head that ain't true, that it won't get results. And she'll bring it back to you, and it'll cause a whole bunch of ruckus. You don't want that, gentlemen. You don't. You don't. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, all that happiness stuff, man. You think the man was always happy in the situation? See, they don't talk about that. You think the man was always happy with your grandmama? No. Right? But he understood what it was, and your grandmama understood what it was. So that's why it worked, because you had two or more willing participants willing to see the situation through, willing to go ahead and understand that the goal of mine was better if they accomplished it together. And they knew that in order to get what they wanted, they needed to go ahead and do it together. And that's working an interdependent situation. They understood that. You understand me? Y'all must enforce this, man. Don't allow no disrespect. A woman to disrespect you, a woman to test you, boy. Oh, a woman if you let her test you, let her disrespect, she can run all over you. If you don't check that shit at the door, oh man, she gonna run all over you. She gonna think you a sucker. She don't respect no sucker. She gonna treat you like food stamp. She gonna treat you like the EBT that you are. You best to, hey, men, you best to start using, and women, you best to start accepting the word no. A woman would test that boundaries, boy. You just don't understand. A woman would test you consciously and subconsciously. They will test you, boy. So you best to be ready. You best to be coming with it. You understand me? Because one thing that she don't want is no bitch ass nigga. That's what she don't want. One thing you don't want to be with a woman is a bitch ass nigga. So, man, go grab some cojones. The only thing that you have is your word and your boss. You know? So, put your foot down and lead that woman to abundance. Woman, shut up. Listen, follow directions. Be a real woman. Every day you should be figuring out how can you serve your man. But you sitting over there making your man easier, your man's job easier, that's just gonna end up in just making it a better situation for the both of y'all. Because if you got yourself a real man and you putting that man first and you doing everything that man says and you going there and handling your business, man, that man gonna go break his back to make your motherfucking ass happy and put a smile on your face. That's what y'all need to understand. It's 2 and 2, it goes both ways. Ain't no man that you out here giving this man all kind of BS. You're running your mouth. You're being coarse. You're being unruly. You're not acting woman-like. And you think that man's supposed to give you something? He don't owe you shit. He don't owe you not a goddamn thing. And he shouldn't give you not a goddamn thing. He should leave your ass where he found you at. In the gutter. You know what I'm saying? A lot of y'all talking about y'all. A lot of women talk about, oh, these men. No, you dealing with you doing the little ass boys because you don't know how to pick them, or because you ain't as valuable to be able to receive the blessing of a real man. Let's be real. If you ain't received that, then that ain't you. You ain't in a position to receive such of a blessing. Because it's an honor to be with a real man. It's a blessing to have a real leader in your life. Not every woman gets that. And every woman that has that cherishes that and does never want to lose it. You motherfuckers think that a man's supposed to be a simp with y'all. And yes, babe, y'all. No. You think a man's supposed to be gentle and soft. Nigga, that's for the women. They ain't supposed to be gentle and soft. How you gonna want a nigga to protect you? Be gentle and soft. No, you want a hard-bodied nigga who ready to go to war to go ahead and protect his kingdom and who's in it. That's what you want. You don't want no little softy. So y'all got that bad. Oh, I want him to express myself. I want you to express yourself and show the soft side. First and foremost, you women can't solve no problems. We go to other men to solve our problems. You women ain't gonna be able to fix it. You want a nigga crying for you like you Mario, nigga? No. Be real. Be real. So you women need to get y'all stuff together. Men, you need to put your foot down. But I just wanted to talk about this situation real brief. You know, get up in here and build on a little something, man. Set the foundation for a little something, man. Hey, man, y'all like the content for your boy. Y'all hit that sub for your favorite crib, right? And if y'all got topics that y'all want me to discuss, reactions that y'all want me to do, throw them things in the comment section, right? And I appreciate all y'all, all the love. And we're going to continue building. And we coming at this thing non-stop. You know what I'm saying? We going hard or we ain't coming at all, right? So let's go ahead, man, and build this thing up, man. But y'all like, comment, and subscribe, though, as stated, and we are out of here.